In the infamous words of Mr. Zip, I tell you what, let's get on with it. So, hello, welcome back to EU4 as Brandenburg, where I don't know what we're doing. It's been... how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4... no, it's been 2 days. 2 days since I last played. I don't know what's happening, but the most important thing right now is that, as you can see from the bottom down here, we've got the Project Caesar announcement coming up in just over 15 minutes. So I'm going to watch that on stream, give you some live reactions. Oh, look at me, I'm like one of the real channels. So yeah, we'll get to that when the time comes. Hopefully I don't get like copyright stricken for playing it, but we'll see. I'll just watch it down in the corner like that. Obviously I'll put it on my screen full, but I'll just leave it in the corner for you guys. Right, so we appear to be building a man. We're building a man. Oh yes, fucking powers of 2, here we go. I think I was going to attack, yeah, these guys. I have quite a bit of AE though, so I think I kind of need that to go down a little bit first. Oh, I think I can nick some shit from Lübeck's my vassal as well. Oh, that terrible suggestion from the guy last time. Fuck me, because I thought I read back the chat last time, and I was like, I thought he was saying like it was something that like was known to be good, but it wasn't. It was just a reckon. It was just a pure fucking reckon, and I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And it was a bad idea because they lose the trade league as soon as you vassalize them. They don't have a load of trade power, and I looked at this and I was like, they've got 9% trade power, and the guy said they get a load of, so I think this was maybe the wrong idea, and he said they get a load of trade power there, and I was like, they obviously don't. I just looked at that and it's actually now gone down to 7. So, you know, I kind of, it's an anti-shout out to that guy. It's a whisper in to the guy last time that told me to vassalize Lübeck for the reasons that they gave were bad reasons. It was just a reckon. They just reckoned. It wasn't based on anything. I fucking hate that. People do this all the time on YouTube and Twitch. They give you suggestions and they're just fucking bad suggestions. And it's like, why are you talking like this is a great idea? Anyway, it's worked out that hi, by the way, if you're watching. I'm so good at audience interaction. It turns out it's probably, I do really want that province, and this seems like a good way of doing it because I do have a lot of AE, so I get to get the province with a slightly less AE than I would have if I conquered it. I do now need to wait for other things to degrade, for the AE to degrade, I think, before I do out else. But yeah, I do want to attack these guys if possible. They've allied a couple more people now, which is not ideal, because I have claims all around here. That's no good. Slightly better? I need to attack Stettin at some point. But yeah, if I can attack these guys, then I can work my way through. I'm gonna have to steadily conquer everything. I mean, that's just the way it is, isn't it? We're Prussia. I do want this from Bohemia. I kind of feel like that should be my next big war, to be honest. Hungary will join now, which would put us in a better spot. They could join, but they don't really care about it that much. Austria, for some reason, is in love with Bohemia, I remember now. And so are they. I wonder if I could get them to reduce their opinion of Bohemia. Might be a good way to do it. But first, let's try and steal Revel from Muscovy. We are at war. Fuck you then. Oh wow, they've really... Why? I can't declare a war anyway at the moment, can I? Because I'm in this war with Austria. That's very strange. Is it because they're an elector? I don't know. We just might look for Bohemia to ally them. We'll see. Oh good. Hungary's fucked pretty soon, so I need to make use of him pretty soon. Can't declare anything yet, so let's just carry on currying favours with the Muscovites. Oh, the Muscovites. We needed that to go above 50, didn't we, before we could do any more. It is there, so we shall. Then, I don't know how many more we'll be able to get because we'll lose more and more opinion the more and more of this we take. Ooh. Sure. Don't care about Poland. They hate me anyway, so... Get the Prestigue. I could honestly do with a fort here. We're kind of... It's annoying being a long, thin country like that, because you need lots of forts to defend it. Maybe them behuns. Lovely. That is Baden-Baden, Outen. No, I'm gonna build one of these. Fucking... There we are, look at that. Brilliant. Should have done that instead of upgrading the centres of trade. Poor mistake. A very, very poor mistake. How many accents in one go do you want? You want to re-ally me now? You broke the alliance. You rivaled me and broke the alliance, you fool. Like, what are you... We're still married too. They literally rivaled me and broke the alliance, and now they're like, no, come back. We probably got too big, didn't we? Be slow. I actually don't get claims on them. It's really bizarre. I was looking down the mission tree. Unless I've missed something, I'm pretty certain you never get claims on just this area, which is quite strange. Maybe as Prussia you do, rather than as Brandenburg. I don't know. Anyway, I'm saying no. Goodbye. I'd love to be able to vassalize them. It's too big. Okay, I'll stay allied for now, because it means they won't raid me. Because that's quite important to me, because there's a lot of me that they could raid. There's all this stuff. Oh, wait. Who are we even at war with? Oh. 'Twas but Brigands. Napoleon Bonaparte, never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Very cool. Oh! There's more. Are there going to be more quotes? Well, I guess that's it. Never mind then. Oh, hang on, here's one. What are you saying? Fun fact, several features of Project Caesar have been developed directly from fan input via our Tinder talks. They have! It was quite funny looking at the YouTube chat, all trying to guess what it could be, and like just the few people who obviously look at the forums just going, guys, there have been dev diaries of this game for like a year and a half. It's the next EU game. Like, there's no... we know what it is. We know a lot about this game. But it's still fun that they're announcing it. Presumably going to be about a year away, which gives me not much time to finish all these achievements. The rate I'm going, anyway. Another Hohenzollern, look. They won't take a marriage, and there goes them. They didn't even take anything. Austria. I don't understand that though. They don't seem to care if I attack anyone else. It's literally only Austria. Sorry, Bohemia that they care about. Oh, no, they do care. Oh, okay. They just... Okay, if I don't have a CB, then they join the other defending side, yeah. But they still won't join if I attack the other way. Fair enough. Now we know. Fair enough. I really want all of this. I gotta be honest with you. Come home. I miss you. Whatever your name is. I miss you, Luitpold von Ziel. Return Revel. What? Oh, they will. Good. Thank you. Next month, that's going to be much different. Like this though, very happy. Business, ooh. And that's for a good long time as well, so it's worth spending the 50 dip and 30 admin, because you'll make that back from the discounts. Right, I want improve relations. I'm going to take him, even though he's quite an expensive level 2, just because I do need that. I was also going to focus mill, wasn't I? The next idea group I want to take is offensive, probably. I mean, it literally is it's offensive. I'm not saying it's a defensive pick. I'll keep admin for now though, because until I'm seem to be too far ahead. I can maybe stab up a bit as well if I want to. Because we want to. We're now at 15. So I don't think we're going to get any more from them, if I'm honest. Let's have a look at if we can do anything with Mecklenburg. I like to Lüneburg. Oh, this works out alright. Although I have no CB on them, do I? Shit. And a royal marriage for that matter. Yes. Oh, Lübeck's got... Oh, yes, that's right. I was going to give it to Lübeck. The royal marriage is a pain, isn't it? You allowed to? Lüneburg, was it? Lüneburg. That's them. Hey, yeah, that works. That works. The royal marriage is a bit of a shame, though, isn't it? Or a shit of a bane, if you prefer. And we're behind an admin, so maybe I don't fancy that one. I'm not going to do it anyway. What forts have they got? 3, a 2, and a 2. Well, the worst in the world? Hungary are going to be stuck behind this, though, for the start of the war, which is unfortunate. Hesse have 7k. Ingolstadt have 4k. And no real forts in Ingolstadt. It might be quite easy to deal with. Alright, who else hates you, man? I must be able to ally someone else. Denmark. Oh, they've rivaled me. Brilliant. They were briefly friendly, if I remember rightly, but obviously that ship has sailed. I don't think anyone else will be helpful if they're not rivaled or an enemy. Saxony or Thuringia could be useful, but I'll need favours for that. Not many of them. Got 27 by yourself. I think I'm going to declare this war, but it will take ages anyway, and by the time by the time I can peace out, blinking the AE will have gone down. I do want a lot. So I do want that AE to disappear. I'm actually going to get someone, as I call it, on the Diplo man. Oh wait, I need him to declare the war. Nothing mothballed. Maintained. Don't know whether to go to Hesse first. No, I might not have access even. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. We'll go for the conquest of Dolny Luzice. And here comes Austria. Excellent. Because they do hate Bohemia, they will join, but it just tells you that they won't because it does the normal calculation, but then when the war starts, like, oh my god, I'll definitely join. Lovely, I don't need to promise them any land. Excellent. Okay, now I'm really happy, because we totally outnumber them now. Are any of these dudes great powers? Just Hungary. Is Austria not? That's strange. Oh, there we are. Well, this is nice. Yeah, I don't intend to give Hungary any of this shit. Thank you very much. Right, we've got 2 minutes, guys. 2.5 minutes. Official announcement. No, I just ended up with a yellow border around it. Oh, is it because OBS is capturing it? Does it put a yellow border around it? It must do. Did you know the wait is almost over? How exciting. So obviously we know what it's going to be. The thing I'm most curious about is whether they call it EU5 or do they call it Europa Universalis Caesar or Europa Universalis blah blah blah, or are they just going to call it March of the Eagles 2? EU5. Something like that, I don't know. Don't know what sort of music we got on the go, let's see. I'm too excited to do anything else. Just it's just like June, isn't it? The Ham and a Herb songs. Got a war gold at least. Just over 1 minute left. Oh, Braunschweig are in this as well, which I forgot about. Grab this war gold. So yeah, I imagine most people who would be interested in watching my stream are probably watching the actual video, but just, you know, just on the off chance someone is, and I would recommend you go and watch the actual video and not my shit version of it. You can watch my thoughts afterwards. Sick, look at that. I wonder if we detach these guys. Yes, I can see the time by the way, don't worry, 25th. We'll give it a go, see what happens. Try and reinforce a bit. But in the meantime, we need to watch this. I'm astonished the day has come that the EU4 is actually being retired. Well, to be fair, this is basically a brand new type of game even. It's so different. EU4 can continue to exist alongside it as a different game, really. It's Johan!
Hello everyone,
Hello.
I'm Johan Andersson. I'm the studio manager of Paradox Tinto and the creative lead for Project Caesar. We've been teasing you guys about this project for over a year now, and now it's finally time to reveal what this is all about.
It was all a joke. April Fools. But Johan, it's the 8th of May! I don't care. Your care into, as they say, I think.
With each stroke of the brush, the landscape unfolds. And with every gesture, a path is carved through history.
Oh. Those weren't triangle rigged sails.
Ambition, once ignited, pushes forward and can never be tamed. With
They must be going west to east with sails like that.
a new horizon. Drawn from the wells of ancient civilizations, the landscape changes, but the drive remains.
It does amaze me how they have to make this great cinematic event for what is essentially stare at a map and manage facts and figures. You can never quite sum that up in a trailer, can you? Oh, it's that big cannon. I can't remember what it's called, but I recognise it.
Legacy is forged of the chosen, tracing the silhouettes of warriors.
I have a helmet like that, actually, a replica.
Like fire across the landscape. Never before has the canvas stretched so far.
There it is. Oh, it's beautiful.
Ambitious.
It's so gold. Look at the R. Look at the swoosh. Oh, glorious. Well, there we are. No, everyone saw that coming, but it's nice to see it confirmed. Different font. Or, sorry, different typeface. It takes some getting used to. It's a nice logo, though. I love a swoosh. Who are you? Oh, there we are. I knew it. I was about to say that. Charles the
finally
something.
happening. How does it feel?
I don't have words to describe how excited I am about this. This is gonna be so good.
So I'm an
Is that
EU4
Leith?
5,000 hours. How different of an experience is this going to be for me?
It's not like playing a new expansion. There's we've tried to change mechanics at every single.
We've got
like,
pops,
everything's
guys.
Gonna be new. I would say throw away the 5,000 hours, but it's still gonna be some things.
Yeah. This is why I'm so
You
excited,
two
because it
have
is so
been working on
different.
this For a very long time. How happy
If it
have
was
you been
like-
with progress?
Does this bar go to 11?
If it was just
Yeah, well.
It's a very
more EU4,
Yeah,
it
we
wouldn't be this
have,
excited.
My team is
EU4 exists already, you know.
Work with. They're been recruiting people a lot from the community and with people with a lot of experience, and it's been so great. And the amount of history and the amount of mechanics and everything we got into the game is beyond what I dreamed of when we started.
I just
Do you
want to
have
know
like
how I can be a
single
beta
word in
tester.
mind to describe the idea behind what you're trying to achieve.
Johan, hit me up.
Ambitious.
I
Is
speak
that a
Swedish.
good word to
This
use?
is a very good year.
Yeah, I would just describe the game as we set out very ambitious, and it's a game where you can do pretty much everything. in a game.
Everything.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter how I want to play it. There's
It's like-
something for me to do.
Yeah,
What I love about it is like,
Hanseatic trader nation. You can
see, that's what I love. But it's
if you
like,
want to relive
it's
the
a-
Ottoman Empire's
it's a
expansion as a
population
militaristic country, you can do that.
migration and economic simulator with a grand strategy game on top of it. So like the world will function as a world. It's so cool.
So the world itself is something that's alive.
Yeah, I think that's the best description of the game. We're trying to feel like a game where
Chicken tonight?
It shouldn't feel like a game. It should feel like you actually are the country
See, this-
and playing that country.
This is what I'm saying.
History and guiding it.
And how important would you say the community has been to the development in this game?
I don't
Usually.
think there's word that can describe how important they are.
I've been reading the
But,
dev diaries and
part of my team is built from the community. We have been talking for over a year.
These guys
in various
know
ways,
the games, you know.
asking for feedback about the game.
Formites.
Because if there's one thing these 30 years have taught me, is that the community is vital for making a good game. You can't just sit on your own and code something.
Well, Johan, I think I'm ready. Tell me everything there is to know.
How much time do you have?
there is of course the problem that
5,000 hours in EU4,
they've made a
so-
game that the forum regulars will love, but maybe no one else will.
More
But
knowledgeable
I'll take it.
about the details of the game than I am, and they're in the castle up here ahead.
Well, let's go find him.
Yes, let's do.
It's a nice place. Wonder where that is. In Sweden, I'm guessing.
Welcome to Skogkloster Slot.
Oh,
The
slot
guard
means
will
castle.
Take care of your sword for you.
Thank you.
No weapons inside the slot.
So what happens now? Where should I go?
Well, my journey here is over, but in this castle, there's a lot of developers that will give you all the information you need.
Oh my god.
But you need to take this to Eric. He will know what to do with it.
This is so
Thank you so much.
over the top. I love it.
Good luck on your journey.
God bless that man. Off he goes. I want to stay on this shot all the. Oh fuck! I wanted him to leave all the way down the path.
1654, this was just a remote slice of land, a blank canvas. The man who built this castle had been in dozens of them before.
Was Johan.
But he thought to himself, I can build one even better. You've loved and you've lived Europa Universalis, but parrots have thought to themselves, we can build one even bigger and even better. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey to discover how they've
want
done
this job,
just
man.
that with
I'd be
Europa
shit off at
Universalis
this.
5.
It's not fair, is it? Anyway.
The first historical relic on our journey is Dave. Hi, Dave.
First historical relic. Nice to meet you too, mate.
Welcome to the workshop.
It's a great workshop.
Is
So
that
this
Saint
room feels like a
Dave?
pretty good metaphor
Yeah.
for the start of game development. How do you even begin with a
I recognise
project
him from his
such
forum
as
username.
Europa Universalis 5?
Well, we started 5 years ago by building a new studio in Spain, specifically to make the project.
Oh wow, that was all for
We
this.
hired modders, we hired super fans, we hired the best developers from around the world, specifically to make this project.
So once you've assembled this great team, where do you go from that? What's your first starting point?
It starts with a vision.
Make the game.
And that vision came from Johan, and it was, I want to make the grandest strategy game. That includes everything from having, from being the most immersive game we could possibly make, having a living world where everything feels like it's impacting something else.
So you've taken all the
totally-
buzzwords, gone historically accurate, dynamism.
I know I keep going on, but that living world genuinely
How
is
do you
like
take
the
those ideas and put them
the
into
thing for me that is making me so
That's a
excited
tricky
about the
question.
game.
Well, one of the things you start with is making concept art, so we can decide how everything looks and feels.
What's the first
Concept
mechanic that comes to
art.
mind? What do you start with?
Pops, which are population groups, groups of people. So, for example, people of the same culture and religion band together into a single unit, and they can be anything.
By the way,
from just one
the
person
banging and
to
crashing
a
you can
million.
hear is the
one of
feral
those
devil children that live in the flat above me.
Multiple millions of millions. So we're simulating hundreds of millions at the start of the game.
We're simulating every person who was alive in 1337.
That's a lot of people.
Yes.
But how do you know all their names?
So the population system is tied into everything that you do. How do I get more of them?
With food production, so the more food you produce, the more surplus you have, which increases your population growth. And then, of course, the reverse is true. If they're starving, you're going to lose a lot of pops.
And then, of course, if a city is somewhere that's a nice place to be, people will just naturally migrate towards it as well.
Stratify throughout society. What does that look like?
Yeah, so each pop has a type, a sort of social class, which
Everyone's got a type.
Nobility,
Mine's
burghers,
redheads.
peasants.
Oh, I see what you mean.
They all have different jobs, depending on which class they're in, and they also belong to different estates in your government.
So what's an estate? What do they do?
An estate is a group of pops who have a political agenda. Now, most countries have the nobility.
And they can
burghers,
build their own
clergy,
buildings, and then you
peasants.
tax them.
And
It's,
basically, they all have their own privileges that you give them.
give me this game.
You can also sort them by social class. So, for example,
Also, I'm doing my bit of marketing here in case anyone from Paradox happens to stumble across the stream. I'm talking about how great this game's going to be, so I will get a fucking free
How
copy,
does
do you know what I
the
mean?
system work?
So your pops organize into estates.
Never stop the
which
grift.
Have their own agenda. They have their own ideas of how they want to run the country.
What if the nobility decide they want something different to me? Can they just go off and do it?
It depends. If you give them the right privileges, you might give them the ability to
I love the idea that you can
build their own.
let your
fortifications
burgers like make
or
money
allow
from
your
trade and
peasants to
build
arm
trade
themselves.
halls and things like that,
regardless of
and
if I want it, if I
make
give them
cloth
that
and sell it, and then you tax
they're
them,
going
but
to
like
do
it
it. I'm
benefits you to
assuming
let
that
them
if their
prosper because it
agendas
increases
and my
your
agenda
tax
line up,
base
that's gonna
and
benefit me
increases
quite
the
nicely.
population of your cities,
But
which
they
means
don't
more
always line up.
workers, and it's just oh, it's so much better than just clicking a button. It's just so nice. It's gonna be so good.
What is a privilege? You mentioned nobility building forts. What does that look like in terms of other privileges, like with the clergy?
So you
Very
could,
more
for
magic
example,
mana.
give your burghers control over the coinage. It's all about give and take. You know, you almost never want to give them a privilege, but sometimes it becomes necessary.
So give me a context in which it's necessary. Why would I give out a privilege?
Maybe you want to pass something through Parliament, and the nobility say, we'll only let that if you give us this privilege.
If the inverse happens and their agenda doesn't align with me, I need to either bring them under control or pacify them.
Yes, if you're feeling confident, you can remove privileges from an estate, but you need to be sure that you're in a good position to do that.
So it's a constant balance. I need to make sure that they're
Balance.
happy, but not too powerful that they can take me out.
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic. So if I manage to do everything correctly, what does that look like?
If you have a happy populace, happy estates, you have a prosperous
So,
nation.
what does that look
And that
like?
will allow you to go
Norway.
from
It
this
looks like Norway.
to this.
Oh,
I've done quite well for myself.
holy green screen.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
It's not green screen, they're actually there. Holy transition is what I meant. Yeah, no, I'm probably going to play as a bank the first. I think that's going to be so fun.
EU5
I need to figure out which
stretches from 1337 to
bank's the best to play as.
1837. That's
I had my eyes on
500 years.
Fuggers,
A
but
lot
the Medicis
happens
is
in that
fine.
time period. Talk me through
You haven't
how
explained
the game
hordes
changes
yet.
to reflect the changes
If the
in
hordes have an amazing gameplay
So
loop,
we've
I'll play as a horde, because I'm a horde
divided
boy, you know
the area
that.
into 6 different ages. And inside those ages, we have different institutions. So that every slice of 100 years or so feels different from the previous one or the next one. Is much more about medieval fiefdoms and this sort of old order. But by the end
Fiefdom
of
World
the
Cup.
game, you have the Industrial Revolution. Prices of coal go up. People are
Yeah, I
using.
think it's
modern
1337 to 8.
technology.
Is it 1837 it goes to?
technologies? These more modern technologies you're speaking about. How does the
Oh,
technology
500
system
years, man.
work?
Same.
So once you've embraced an institution, that unlocks a brand new technology tree. And players can choose to
look at
go
that
down
bad
that
boy.
list and unlock specific things from that tree.
So you mentioned institutions. What exactly are they?
So an institution is an idea that spreads. For example, it could be the quest for the new world, which changes the way that you can explore.
There it is, the new world. I recognise it well. Oscar. Charlie, Delta.
Exploration was a big thing
OCD,
during this era.
if you like.
I'm assuming that's also modeled in the game.
Yes.
How does that work?
So once you
Yes.
reach the age of
'Cause, like,
discovery,
You can't just like as an OPM just colonise and get a load of free provinces. There actually got to be pops that move there. It's much more realistic. So
So
cool.
colonization then, how does that work?
So any country,
And they have diseases.
and it's
Or
a lot
Columbian
easier
exchange,
to
fucking
have
love it.
Quest for the New World institutions
Honestly,
raised.
I cannot...
But colonization essentially
Have I
allows
got
you
across
to,
how excited I am for this game, by the way?
take unclaimed
Has that come
territory
across? Just
and,
checking.
Absorb it into your empire.
Paradox
So any country
Media
can colonize,
Strategy
doesn't have to
Manager,
be
if you're watching,
specific
I'd like a free copy. Please.
nation to colonize.
Exactly, exactly.
How different does gameplay vary from place to place?
The
Mate,
game
you haven't
is
touched your
very
wax
flexible
grapes.
depending on which country you choose. You're impacted so much by your setup, what pops you have, what terrain you have, and what neighbors you have, that every playthrough is going to be different if you're playing with France against Flanders.
But I'm not locked in, am I? I can take the starting position of France
Lock
and
it
go
in.
wherever I want with it. I could colonize, I could fight, I could focus on the economy, I could focus on trade.
Exactly. It's not railroaded. You can choose which path you want. So you can take France as a big trading nation, or you could just conquer your neighbors.
So the big takeaway is
Oh,
that
yeah.
it is a living world.
Exactly.
But in order to achieve what we've been talking about, to do any of the scenarios we've gone through, I have to take
Breathing,
care of the
talking,
population, right?
crying, walking, living world.
Population
Those the
influences
words?
Every decision you take. Your population is your economy, and your economy
Yeah.
is your population.
Oh.
So you have to look after them if you want to lead your country to wealth.
Well, here's to wealth.
To wealth.
It's like also if you have a building to produce something that requires a certain input, but there isn't enough of that available, your pops, e.g. your burgers, will automatically try and buy that from neighbouring trade nodes, and that's like, it's natural flowing trade that like actually, oh my god, it's so good.
EU5 will have just that. The population mechanic will be at the heart of everything that you do, and if you manage it carefully, you will be rewarded with a prosperous realm. Hundreds of millions of people are going to be simulated in a fully dynamic, living world. But what does that actually mean? Let's go to the library to find out.
Oh. Welcome to the Globe Room. The Globodome. These violent bugs have been locked behind steel bars. For your own safety.
Roger!
This is a library.
That's gonna complicate the-
Don't anger the books.
Can you tell me about the living world?
Living world means that things don't come out of nothing.
His name actually is that. That's his forum username.
Population that live in the locations which produce the goods by working in the resource gathering operations, or RGO for short. And then those goods are used in other buildings.
What are those? How do I build them? How do I use them?
Oh, that's what I was just talking about, I
Buildings
think.
are in locations, and there are many types of buildings that all of them do different things. But in general, they will take resources to maintain and to build, and some of them will produce
not.
other types of goods. And they will employ the population to do that.
No bads
What do
though.
I do with those goods?
All the goods produced, both raw resources and refined goods, go to the market. And from there, they are used to supply the needs of the population and the needs of the buildings.
So, what is a market? How does that work?
Yeah, it's a difficult concept. Imagine you're playing as England, for example. You have a market center in London, and that would attract the locations around it to the London market. Locations will be pulled towards one
You could just hear me
or another, depending on
moaning in delight at some of these
and
in-game
all the
footages.
locations belonging to a market will get the resources from that market.
So, if another market has something that I don't have, I can trade for it.
Yes, exactly. If you need some good in your market that you don't have access to, you'll have to make a trade deal between any two markets that you have access to.
Let's say a location is in the market of Scandinavia, let's call it. Is that permanent or can they shift?
Now, markets are completely dynamic.
I wonder if there's a goal to have like the entire world in one market. An achievement, I mean. Did I say that?
Can be
Can't remember.
created and destroyed completely freely. Well, freely. They have a cost.
So I, as a player, can both create and destroy markets
Yes,
under
you
my
can-
control.
Yes, you can create your own market if you are, for example, if you are playing a Sweden.
World conquest in this game would be
and
so
you
difficult,
don't
I think.
have a market because you're trading in the market of
I mean, it was the
loot.
same in EU4, wasn't it? It's just power creep
And
happens.
you see it more beneficial for you to have a market in Stockholm. You can create a market in Stockholm.
So In this Stockholm market, let's say I wanted something like legumes. How
Ooh.
could I get it if it wasn't already in my market?
If you
Kanbalik.
want some good that's not in your market,
Words.
then you'll have to make a trade deal. A country can make a trade deal between any two markets
I
that
forgot
they
about
have
this.
access to, and that would move the goods from the stockpile of that market to the market you're moving.
So if I'm Sweden, I can have Danish provinces in my location.
Yes, the goods produced in the Danish locations will be used in your market.
So if I'm buying goods and selling goods, what determines the price of those goods?
Trade deals
Money.
have a cost based on the distance between the markets and also depending on the price of the specific good. Each good have a base price and also it will be modified depending on basically supply and demand between the different markets they are being traded to. So if a good is very abundant in a market, it will be cheap. And if it's not that abundant or basically scarce, it will be expensive.
How do I get the money to then buy goods at a loss?
Countries can gain income from a variety of sources, but the main one is basically taxing your population.
The tutorial for this game is going to be insane.
Won't be
It's
able
going to be like 100 hours long.
completely tax all your population because it will depend on the control you have on the locations.
So what's control?
Based control.
Control is
You can't just add something to a state and core it and then it's yours.
the amount of power that your country has in a location, and it will irradiate from your capital. You have your cabinet to increase
Irradiate.
control if you want.
How can I gather more taxes from like a location?
But the main tool that the countries have at their disposal is the cabinet.
That gives me an idea. Thanks, Roger.
Oh,
So Roger has just told us about the living world, dynamic markets, and how to build a prosperous nation.
hell
What I
yeah.
heard was newly conquered territories. Let's head to the armory.
Yeah, is it like the Hansa would be cool as well to play as. They're around from the start. I think some of the banks are around from the start, but like Fuggers have a particular unique situation within the HRE, which would be cool. Don't know if the Medicis are around at the start, but they're obviously like an important big family, so they'd be quite good to have.
Oh, Eric.
Tyranid.
Welcome to the armory.
That's funny.
Thank you. I've been given this map. I think it's finally time we show them.
Let's do that.
Oh. Oh.
This is a map of 1337, but how accurate is it?
Well, Leith, I would say this is the most accurate and granular map we ever made for a grand strategy game.
You've cut half of America off.
This beautiful map here. How important is historical accuracy to something like this?
I'm glad you asked, because basically
Okay.
the map we're starting in 1337, I would say we made a huge
Oh, look
effort
at that.
in making it as accurate and granular as possible, which that obviously has its challenges. For example, in the warfare end of things, since now the diversity geographically wise is huge, so a lot of things can impact the outcome of a war. So basically what we are talking here is that, for example, let's say if you had a military campaign.
Don't think I'm going to get much
something
Brandenburg done
around
today,
the
guys.
Caucasus, area over here with Armenia and the potential rise of Ottomans.
And do you have to buy the
War,
physical map and the
what
little
you will
counters to
encounter
play
is
the
that
game? Or?
It's a very steep place with sort of very thin areas to go through, and that obviously you might feel it like it's an opportunity, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a trap. It's a huge trap. By that, which I mean is that things like, let's say, rivers,
Gotta do it.
mountains, straits, those definitely can define the outcome of a battle and potentially the outcome of a war. So you have to be very careful with how you
The
treat
choke points
your
are much
movement of troops
More
in
clearly
the-
defined on
in the
this
map.
map than in EU4.
So before we even get to war,
Mountain
what kind
passes
of
and things.
preparations do I need to make to supply my armies?
I would say, first of all, that going into a war is not easy at all. And yeah, you can be challenged in case they declare to you if you are not prepared.
With a pop system as well.
In case you are the one that wants to be the aggressor, I would say that the first thing to consider is building a war chest. That will
Yeah, you can't just
attackers.
like continually
But as you
beef up your manpower. Like it actually has to
very
come from
careful
somewhere.
With the production game loop of things, because
Less arcadey than EU4, definitely.
Basically, you rely a lot into raising levies, and those levies come from population. And the thing is that this population is the one that's responsible for the outcome of your buildings. So what I'm saying here is that when you start a
Which they tried to
campaign
model with
in
devastation in
1337 and
EU4,
you
but
raise
obviously with
all
pops
your
you can
levies,
model it
you're
actually.
making
Like
your
something like the
buildings
30 Years' War actually does kill off half the population. It's really, really
So
fucking
you're telling
bad.
me that if I raise all of my levies, get into a bad battle, and my army gets wiped out, I'm also wiping out all of my populations at home, so there's no one to work in the fields and all the buildings.
Yeah, that is correct.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about military objectives, what are some of those military objectives? Can I tell an army to go siege? Can I tell an army to go engage other armies? How does that work?
Definitely. Like for starters, there would be one of the most used, I assume, is gonna be the carpet siege, which basically is the one that
Love me
allows
carpets.
you to
Steve McLaren.
make a lot of your armies go straight towards the forts of your enemy, so you don't need to be micromanaging on that regard. And that obviously has its pros and its cons. Like, let's say you are too lightly on this
Side note,
tools and you use
this
them
man's so good looking. It's like,
your
and the Spanish accent as well. Jesus.
to defend your own lands or to call everyone back to defend. But if you are just using the tools in the
Make me
aggressive,
feel inadequate over here.
it's probably gonna screw you up when it comes to the enemy.
So let's say, hypothetically, I am an Englishman,
Yes.
and I want to press my rightful claim on the throne of France. Can I use my superior navy and sailing ability?
He's right though, it is rightful.
Definitely, 100%.
Bloody legal.
Like,
French
maybe
estates passed the law, we said it.
for movement of troops, that is a huge thing that helps the troops to move around, but also it supplies nearby armies. So that would be something to take into account. I would also add to this that if you, as an Englishman, start, let's say you go with another one, and you go here, and you start going deep into French territory, thanks to your navies, basically, what you would get is that a lot of the locations in France, when you occupy them, you can basically get their food.
So I can live off the land in France.
And your armies will start to die if you don't feed them.
That's the thing.
Which is so much, so much better.
Both ways, because you get the food of the enemy, and that means the enemy doesn't get that food. So that is pretty good
you got,
for
like-
your outcome.
So you mentioned that wars are
In EU4 when they piss off to Siberia. You can't do that anymore, they'll just all
How do I
die.
win a battle?
Winning a battle can be decided by a lot
Modelling
of
in this is just so fucking good.
First of all, as the most usual one, if you have the biggest
Realism.
army,
Like,
you
trying to
probably
get the
win.
balance between realism and actually fun to play though is tricky, isn't it?
Different factors are size of the army,
Yes.
professionalism of the army,
Yes.
the general, the terrain,
Yes.
and beyond.
Yeah, I would say supplying your army with food. If an army has low morale due to low food supply, then it's another factor to consider. An
So if
army,
they're starving to death, they can't fight.
basically that.
So what are the potential ramifications of starvation then?
That
Death.
your entire army could die of starvation, which would be a very bad outcome, I would say so. And that means probably that the enemy will be super happy about it. So, but yeah, in order to supply your army, you would have to consider, first of all, supply depots. That's something you have to get from locations in order to, especially if your campaign is long and you are...
You can't just
very
ignore
close to
logistics
the
and things like that, like you can in EU4, just moving things around on the map. Like you've actually got to think about this
huge in
stuff,
terms of
which is
territory.
proper
Let's
grand
say,
strategy
you
at this
start
point.
as Morocco and you want to invade Castile. So the more you get into the specific territory, the more you might be punished unless you prepare fine with it.
So if I'm Tunisian
Yes.
and I want to invade Castile,
Yes.
the deeper I go, the more I need to consider supply because I could be cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
So
it. But
cool.
not only that, because
So
if
cool.
you don't make sure that your own country is safe in terms of occupations, then you could face another problem, which is that your enemy cuts down your supply. And that would mean that at the end, you wouldn't get
Doesn't even matter.
that much needed food.
Let's say I have a weaker economy than my opponent. They're going to win. Am I able to secure quick tactical victories in order to beat my opponent? How can I take their resources away from them?
Well, that's a very good
Another
question.
layer of
because
tacticality,
there's
isn't
a lot
it?
of opportunities. For once, the map we have in this game allows you to browse very carefully which enemy locations might be producing from the land the goods that are meant to supply their units. So I guess a smart choice. Let's, for example, choose the Golden Horde. So Golden Horde relies heavily on horses, as we all know.
yeah.
So if you detect the places that have horses in it, and you are quick enough to occupy those, you are basically
horse
decreasing
factories.
the chances to fill up their ranks. When
You can't just make up your tactics on the hoof.
right? That also would include other types of
Doesn't work in the
factors,
main.
like, let's say, if you are occupying a location that is meant to be a huge food supply for your enemy, then you are doing a very good strategy because you are cutting them down as well. Actually, the magic of this granularity, that it allows you to, if that country is facing other wars, or if that country is just having an internal problem with the managing of their supplies, then you have an opportunity there. So
Whereas in EU4 is literally just
I would
like
say that
siege the forts, beat the
you-
armies,
you
carpet
are
siege.
using,
That's it. You don't care about what the
technology
locations
to bring
are,
small
the
country,
provinces.
You might have a chance to succeed.
So it's less about
Just like in
the
real
size
life,
of
it
the
actually
province,
matters
more
here.
about how much food is in his food bowl.
Yeah, that I would say that. Yes.
Nice.
It's so cool. And this is where I suppose hordes would be interesting because they can probably move
Punish
quicker.
Your enemy. Another good option,
mounted.
obviously, but that even comes from EU4 times, although in this case I would say it's harder, would be to occupy the capital. When you occupy the capital of the enemy, basically you are...
The
Like a
victor.
Prussian War.
Well, Eric, thank you so much for all that fantastic information, but I have just one more question for you. How many princes are there in the HRE?
Too many.
Eric?
Shut it all down.
So Eric left before I could get all the answers that I wanted, but fortunately I know somewhere else that I can seek guidance.
Oh. Modern secular Sweden. I take you out if you're in church. Go, Bennett. I was gonna say, is he gonna go into the confessions thing, but it's not likely to be a Catholic church, is it? So probably don't have one.
For I have sinned.
I have a question about faiths.
About your faith.
No, about faiths in the game.
Oh, well, that I can help you with. We do have around 300 faiths in the game. There's, for example, Catholicism, there's Buddhism, there's Zoroastrianism.
They've
there's
definitely said fate.
Hinduism, many
Just-
plenty of faiths.
And do they have their own unique mechanics?
Yes, everyone has own unique set of mechanics that they can interact and play with.
Good God.
And I'm assuming all these different pops have varieties of different faiths.
Yes, each pop will belong to a specific faith. And in your country, there could be pops of many diverse faiths that you will have to interact with, and they could be perfectly happy, but they could also be unhappy when their different faith could become a problem for you.
So if
We like good things, and also we like bad things, but wearing all pants isn't one of them. There's a fucking reference for everyone. Jesus.
Perfectly unhappy by
112 points if you get that.
great.
You will have a lot of minorities, both of culture and of faith in your country at all times, mostly. And what you can do about them is, well, you can convert and assimilate them, or you could tolerate and accept those cultures and those.
Ugh.
You mentioned that I can tolerate them. Does that mean that I can have a fully tolerant society, tolerating all minorities?
Yes, if you're particularly humanist, that's definitely a goal to strive towards.
So you're saying, what does that mean? How does one become humanist?
Well, humanism is a societal value in the game, which is opposed to spiritualism. And spiritualist countries would have it, for example, easier to convert and assimilate. And it's one of dozens of societal values that we have in the game. For example, you could be more innovative, or you could be more traditionalist, or you could focus your army, for example, on quantity or on quality, but you can't do both.
Can you give me an example of a major situation that would impact my societal values?
Well, there's one which will come fairly early on in the game, which is the Black Death.
The Dak Bleth.
Will happen around like 10, 15 years after the game starts, and will...
That's a hell of a thing to start with, isn't it? Throw you in at the deep end.
What can I do to lessen the impact of the Black Death?
Well,
Run away to the moon.
Try different things. You
Sit
can
between some
destroy
bonfires.
hospitals, you can maybe establish a quarantine.
In that
procure
order.
remedies, but, well, I hope you find solace in faith. Good luck.
Find solace in Lath. Find solace in face.
Our tour today is at an end, but it's just the start of our grandest journey yet. We'll find out whether your reign will be known as a glorious golden age or for carnage and chaos. Will you carve your name into history or be a mere footnote in someone else's chapter?
Can I do all of those
With
things?
Universalis 5, anything is possible. History is yours.
Like Zombocom.
One final piece of advice. Be ambitious.
Oh, tagline. Ambitious. That's very pleasant to look at. A big old V. I mean, Civ 5 was the best Civ game. Is EU5 going to be the best EU game? It could well be. Is it just going to slowly fizzle out at this point? I don't... Ooh! It's just going to stop. Well. Well. How about that? That's finished. So, pretty damn cool, eh? Yeah, it's finished. Right, cool. Well, drop that a like. There we are. It's over on the European Universalis YouTube channel if you want to go and watch that. We'll bring that back up. And hey, it's back to EU4. If you can contain your excitement after that lovely scenario. We're about to hopefully get into these woods before Bohemia. Fuck, we didn't. Well, we got some reinforcement. We're not taking a river crossing either, thankfully. Got better maneuver. They're not reinforcing, but now they are. Oh, good. Well. And we can't run away either. Good, good. 6th of July. Fuck's sake. Brigger's crashing right back down to earth, eh? I think the Ottomans might declare war on Hungary. Oh my god, they're right here. Really? Where's my boats? Help! Okay, we can escape, that's alright. They got it really quickly. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, that's helpful. You guys stay there. You guys need to fuck off over here. Oh good, so we now play the run away from the numerically superior army game. My favourite. I really need these guys to give me access. Please, please. I need these guys to stick with the others as well, ideally. Here's Austria, coming to save the day. Thanks, Austria. Appreciate it. Gordon Bennett. Go, Bennett! That's Hessa's army gone, or at least that stack. And I'm going to take this, thank you. Very, very cheap. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck, I've got to take that first. Oh, well. I've taken it now. I've still got the war goal somehow, which is astonishing. Hesse. She wouldn't have any troops over there because they would peace out if we did. But we have access through what's his face now? Poland land. All of which means I'm going to come south and join up with everyone else. We have a siege pit, which means we can repower through Apollo quite quickly. Quickly. Oh, hang on, I just remembered I lowered the volume of YouTube a little bit. Let's just whack that back up to 100. There we go. Or I sit here thinking, oh, why is it so quiet? You don't even have any cannons, you loser. Sort that out. Oh, it's my king as well. Or whatever he is. What is he? Margrave? Prince Elector. Whatever. I never understand how the AI manages to, like, spend so long sieging an area with the end result of absolutely nothing happening and then they all disappear. Like, finish the fucking siege. Guys, come on. Oh, well. Austria. Let's get them married again. Get in me. Ah, oh, dear. There's a possibility. Hi, Moop Moop. Have you just seen the EU5 announcement? Big stuff. Obviously, I already knew most of the information because I've been reading the dev diaries, but still very cool. It's official. It's so facto. Come on, let's have a wall breach to speed things up. Up yours. Speed things up yours. How it... You still got... Okay, they've lost more to be fair, so we're doing alright. The Burgundy PU, no, they... Well, they chose independence, France attacked them and got the PU. The PU. And then at some point, I missed it, but at some point they let them go because I guess they were too disloyal. So France has still got Flanders and Holland in PUs. But they've ditched Burgundy, which is strange. Burgundy never had enough time to pass the privilege thing. Privilege in Maius, is it? Or is that someone else in the HRE, isn't it? But there is a privilege they can pass to integrate everyone, but they didn't have time. Well, shit. Meow, 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 meow. Bum, 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 bum. Here's some Austrians. Come on, sons. Look at Austria go, mind you. A good job on your side. Not so good if you're your enemy. Your enemy. Uriah enemy. Premier League referee. No, that's not good. But he must have been pretty good at keeping all the troops together, man. Compared to us, anyway. I kept mine together. No one else has. They've taken that, which is good. We can take that one and this one. Then people can actually walk through here, so I have to go all the way around. We can also take Prague. Once I've taken this, though, I'm gonna... Oh, they're gonna take it anyway. I was gonna say I'll go and take that back, but they're on it. They are on it. I'm never gonna get that to plus 50 again, am I? So I think that's all the provinces I can get from them. But I got the best ones, ish. Apart from that one, I should have left that one and gone for these, but whatever. It's more than I would have had if I hadn't done that, so it's all fine and dandy and so on. Oh yeah, let's double check this again. It is 4, I thought so. This will be my next goal then, I think. Combat width is somewhere, 24, so... I have a front line already, 27. And Siege of Opole, lovely. Felicity Daisy. Come and help, if you all joined in, you could win! It's in the hills as well, man. Like, just go and do something about it, you losers. Like, you're all right there, and you're like, oh no, I couldn't possibly help. You could! You could possibly help! Occupied by Hungary, yeah, that's right. I'm able to get everything anyway. Everything I want. In fact, let's have a little look at that, shall we? In fact, let's... that first, there we are. Yeah, I mean, they can't have it. Something like that is already too much, you see, so we're gonna have to go a little bit easy on them. Something like warps would probably be more helpful, to be honest, but like, that'll be right. Well, let's have a look at our missions. I think it's literally just all of it, isn't it? All of Silesia and all of Lusatia, yeah, so. I want to be careful of Poland attacking them as well, though. Although they're not actually enemies, so that may not happen. Releasing someone might be a good idea, maybe? Like, if I did that, would I be able to vassalize them? Remains to be seen. I could just like peace out and see. Because that way, if I can vassalize them, because once I vassalize them, will have bordered them, so I'll be able to. It counts as bordering them if your vassal borders them, so I won't get distance between borders, sort of thing. But I mean, that's very little AE, and if I could vassalize them, then that would be excellent because it would mean that I could then grab all of this without having to need another war. Because getting it all in one war is excellent. And you'd normally, of course, be paying out the nose for AE, wouldn't you? But that by itself is huge. This would be better, because then I don't have to vassalize one person. I've already got enough vassals. Plenty, thanks. Plenty's plenty. We do still outnumber them vastly, I hope. Yeah, oh yeah, vastly. Austria's just being normal, useless selves. Allies are always useless, aren't they? Let's be honest. I found that vassals tend to be really helpful, because they do what you ask them to. But they're not always. It seemed like maybe you need a bit of trust to build up with them first, or something like that, but... it's generally Alrit. I do need to try and occupy a lot of this as well, though, actually. Or anyone else does. Ooh, who the fuck is this? A continuation of diplomacy. Oh, how exciting. Hungary's going to want all of this. But at least I can get these bits. Right. That's another reason to release people, is that it won't upset Hungary if I take it. Although I will own it and then they will be upset, but that's life. Hey, that's just life, okay? I might jump onto Prague in a minute, we'll see. Yeah, I quite like that as a peace deal. If I can manage that, that'd be excellent. Keep it occupied by me. And then there, we'll go towards Prague. I was kind of hoping everyone else would deal with all the allies, and they've like just done nothing. They have fought a lot of battles. They've killed a lot of their troops. Ditto. The other way. Mainly attrition though, isn't it? Mainly, not mainly. Alcohol war, so. We're gonna need 9 on there, so we'll drop cannons. And then 1 more for luck, so we have 10k in case of disease outbreaks. That's kind of fine if we fight them, although I will just make sure everyone else gets involved. I'm not allowed to go in and retreat, which is fun. Oh, thanks so much. Nice and easy. Back, good, good. Maybe 9 in it. Yeah. What do we have here? 8.9. See, this is why you leave 1. There. Hungary's decided to join in anyway, thanks, I guess. I suppose they got most of the infantry there. I could order an assault later if I get bored. I could do that, which would be a laugh. Certainly speed things up, but I've got to wait for the rest of this stuff anyway. All sorts of forts. You not doing anything? No, weird. Jesus. Bum ba bum bum bum. I suppose what I could do is start looking, if I do that big old peace deal. Who do I need to worry about here? Oh, he was doing Dithmarschen already, for fuck's sake. We'll start at the top, because some of them might dissipate by themselves. Stettin 38, I don't think that's going to happen, is it? Well, we'll max it out at least. And... Emia's pointless. Mecklenburg 36. They've fallen in love with me again for some reason. Oh. Oh. I could go war taxes. What's our capital's woods, isn't it? Actually, that would be quite handy. Yeah, I don't think we're doing alright for money. There's a lot of woods in Germany, just in case you weren't aware. North Germany, anyway, and that bit. So it'll help us out a lot because it means basically we won't get a penalty for attacking into woods. We will for like if it's still crossing a river or something like that, but it'll just negate any -1 we might get. And especially on like a fort like Brandenburg, we'll get an extra bonus as the other guy gets a negative. If someone attacks into us in the woods, then we'll get the positive and they'll get the negative. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's good to just counteract the offensive bonus, wood bonus. It's cool. Cool, cool. Right, I think this might be Ingolstadt nearly ready to peace out, you know. -1. Alamost. Don't want them to siege any of that front instead of sieging it back. Because I'll have to siege it back if it gets sieged front. Wall breach! Up yours. Yeah, I can manage this. It's pretty good. Look, a lot of them have just disappeared through the early tick. How much is it changing by? 2 year. Oh yeah, perfect. 2.8. So that's excellent. Ideally, I'd probably want to take all of it, but I can't when Hungary has occupied some of it. So we'll try and vassalize the dude. We won't have any AE either, which will help. Right, Anhalt 37. That's Magdeburg. Anhalt's the one that says Anhalt on it, guys, just so you know. Oh yeah, just abandon the siege you're halfway through doing. Works for me. Works for me. Me. Yeah, cheers. Is it down at 48 now anyway? Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that one, I think. Bohemia and Anhalt. We're doing Lüneburg and Goslar. And that'd be easy enough to deal with as well. Lovely. Mecklenburg, you could die, and you should. Palatinate would be a good one as well, them being an elector. Oh wait, I'm not trying to be elected, am I? Silly Billy. Beep 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 beep. I'm glad this war went better than it started. Ending better than it started, that's what I'm trying to say. Do 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 do. We're gonna have to siege at least Prague down before we can peace out anyway, so there's no rush to peace out the other guys whilst we're waiting for all this shite. There we are. Mind you, they might not be that far off. No, they are. Hungary might turn on me once I take this, because they want all of that. But they ain't having it. Also, it's, did I say Elytra? Oh, Nitra. The Y threw me. I'm going to have to abandon Hungary at some point in the near future because of this. It's quite concerning. Because I ain't fighting that. Mind you, only 42k, it's not the worst in the world. It's still pretty bad. Don't care about that so much, it's more this. Make sure I can still keep hold of that. I mean, I could marry them again. Got bloody air! Bloody cheek of it. They've even gone over there. Some more shit sieged. Whilst we're waiting. They're not great. Not even anything else we can do there either to get it above 50. That's a nice idea, I suppose. Muscovy might lose a war to someone else in the meantime and be forced to return provinces, you never know. Only if it's someone that doesn't hate me though, which is I'm a few and far between. Who am I voting for again? I'm voting for myself apparently. I think I'm just gonna go Austria. It's a safe bet, isn't it? I only picked the other guys because Austria didn't have an heir at the time. Or graces for that matter. There we are, lovely stuff. This damn event used to be so good and they've made everything have a bad impact. Used to be excellent. I mean, fuck it. Fuck it and fuck them. Back down to 0. Mind you, I've hardly... Have I recruited any generals? Maybe one, I think? Mad, isn't it? Tragic. There we are. In fact, sort of everyone else. Goslar 33. And we'll see if can we do anything more with Stettin? Mind you, that will get better next year, so we don't need to worry too much about them. Goslar. Easy enough to deal with. Just finished dealing with these guys. Or sieging them, I mean. Austria. Like you're getting anything. Idiot. Oh. Oh, wow. Is my prestige going down? Maybe that's it. Right, Hamburg now. Although they're gonna leave next year anyway, but I may as well just start. I mean, they'll drop below 50. But I may as well just do it. Wow, again? Oh. Okay, yeah. Died very swiftly. They've almost finished that. I need to go up there and deal with the rest of my lads stroke dudes. Oda army, is that just like other army? Strange thing to say. What an odd thing to say. Well, I can use my woods bonus. Hell yeah. Look at them all. Who do they think they are? Don't answer that. What are we answering? Here. Pikachu. Please help! Wow, they're so much better than I am. This shit. 0.9. Pure numbers haven't... Thank God they helped. I was going to lose that badly. Really badly. Fucking hell. How horrible. Oh, here we are. Let's piece some of these guys out. We'll wait for these to... Is that what we needed? No, a bit more. It was 29. 34 for Goslar. But on the yearly tick, they'll drop below where they were anyway. Jumped up as well. Like quite a way. Lovely stuff. That's why I spent the extra for this guy, because it makes a hell of a lot of difference. Right. Okay, lovely. Ingolstadt is done. Don't care about your allies and stuff. I'll just take the money. Take the war reps. Thank you very much. I mean, we haven't even touched Hesse yet, sir. Do we need to? They wouldn't even white peace, which is a bit of a mad. To be honest, if Bohemia wants this peace deal, I'm just going to take this peace deal right now. I'll take war reps as well. If they'll do that, they will. Take as much money as they'll give me. Lovely. I don't get a lot of it, but so be it. I'll just import that, just in case it goes wrong, because I want to vassalize them if I can. Some of them might beat me to it. That's why I want to back it up, just in case. I'm getting all of that. Lovely. Bon. Lovely. Excellent. Right, now you. Shit. See, they're way too big. I thought that might happen. That's a shame, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, we're not going to overcome that, I don't think. Neutral attitude could overcome it. We could get a plus 30 from that if they go to ally attitude. That takes us to minus 39, which is still nowhere near enough. Distance between borders minus 21. Hang on, let's just take this on, run this on a little bit. I can return to it if need be. Oh, it's now even worse. Okay, well that clearly is not going to work, is it? Well, that's a shame. Let's go back to where we were. Have to rethink it. Look at this terrible rusty old Europe Universalis 4 logo. It's not a nice shiny 5 logo, is it? Not my favourite type of logo. No, no, no. Looking at Louis XV at the moment. Overseas colonies will not add to overextension, but conquered cities will. Let that be a lesson to you all. This takes longer than it used to. I've got so many fucking tabs open in the background, I think, is the problem. Things to watch and read and what have you. I never seem to be able to clear them. Every time I get near clearing them, like 20 more appear. I stopped myself from saying 20 because I thought that's exaggeration. And then I realised, no, actually it probably isn't. It's probably quite accurate. Right, okay, so... Wrong one, there we are. Take them, I could take them, that was fine. That was pro-noblem. Just a Pole and Ratibor that we can't quite manage. Okay, I could maybe release them as an OPM. Yeah, this is too much now. Quite annoying, that. I think I'm just going to have to go for this, because I can't really manage that much AE at the moment. Just hope that no one else grabs that, all on the floor. Annoyingly, we don't take any of their forts either. It's a shame I'm not bigger, because being able to vassalize them would have been absolutely the play. But I can't overcome a minus 70 for economic size or whatever it was. But not to worry. I could release them and guarantee them forever, and try and vassalize them later maybe, but I don't think that'll work amazingly. It's quite high dev, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that explains a lot. Yeah, Vratislav is mad, actually. Got war reps. Oh, I'll take a humiliate. That'd be useful, actually. There we are. And 36 ducats, lovely. Thanks very much. Could cancel that instead of something. I'm not really that bothered. Alright, cool. Yeah, that'll do. Come back for the rest another time. Yeah, that Vratislav is too much to take in this war, isn't it? 21 dev. And yeah. Well, this is good. It's a good start. How much do you hate me? Me. Roll that. It's not much overextension either, which is handy. The humiliate is very helpful though, very helpful. Get 10 years of extra monarch points, not amazing, but not great, not terrible. I completely forgot I still had one of them to do, man. That's so annoying. I shouldn't have tacked up, but not to worry. And luckily, it looks like these are all in separate places. Whether they'll... well, some of them are Lithuanian. A lot of this is just overextension then, isn't it? Bit of war exhaustion. Yeah, it will sort itself out. This is good. Good spot to be in. Oh my god. Are you mine? Fuck you. I want to break those royal ties. I'll marry you. Has our thingy gone up? No, not yet. Maybe it will. None of this is a particularly good culture either, is it? Unfortunately. It's just part of the missions. We... Well, 3 AE doesn't seem worth it, does it? Use 10 autonomy. Games all over these bits for the Prussia shape. Yeah. What was I saying? I've forgotten. Lost it. It's gone. Yeah, I don't think it's worth promoting, is what I was trying to say. Maybe this one. That's quite a lot of dev actually. That one probably not. I'd rather just culture convert it later. But like that. That is a lot of dev. Where's that? 32, 53, 62. Yeah, it's a lot. I think that's worth doing. Maybe I'll whack that in a state once it's cored, but probably not that one. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Scotland's potentially on the hit list. I've just allied them for now to stop them raiding me. I mean, we could vassalize them later. 1500, I can annex them. Seems reasonable. But I wouldn't mind giving them the provinces they got claims on down here first. These 3 that I don't get claims on. Get claims on all the rest. Damn marriage is getting in the way. Have you got an heir? Not mine though. Is it mine? I want a paternity test. Something like that. Manpower's not great, is it? Not that high either. See, I couldn't do a war like that in EU5. You really have to plan it a lot better. Just kind of want to ease myself in with like a bank or something, so I don't have to worry about that shit. It's like the first ever game of EU4 I played was as Wallachia, and I basically got shreked by the Ottomans, lost 2 of my 3 provinces, and then accepted an offer of vassalization from Austria and spent most of the game as their march. It basically allowed me to learn how to click the buttons. And then when I played my next game, I actually played it for real. I want a chill game from the first one, so I can understand what's going on. Count my numbers. Get my ledgers on the go. Love a ledger. ETH especially. Okay. Okay, okay. Very nice. Important one next as well. Colonialism, we're obviously not going to spawn. Look at that, we're like... clipped Prussia. Bits of us missing. Right, we got a fuck ton of money. Should we build some buildings? The answer is yes. And Memel. Strassen, you're a centre of trade, aren't you? Yeah. Fuck it. So is that one, but it doesn't matter. Right, lovely. There must be one there already, I imagine, yeah. And we'll get our money back much quicker. Once they're all blit. Yeah, I was going to potentially move... What have you got? My powers combined it would be 11%. I don't know whether it's worth collecting up there as well. I may as well just have a little look. These guys' names are far too long, man. Because I could build boats to help up here as well, which would make a difference then. I don't think this would be more somehow. Thanks. Oh, it was. Fuck me. Well, there we are. Power of Stralsund, especially once I finish that marketplace. I don't know whether to transfer trade power as well. I think it would make sense, wouldn't it? Like 100% of the trade power there seems a bit stupid. Yeah, here we are. It's made basically no difference. But to be honest, they might be a better one to do that on. Yeah. I need all the power I can get up there. It's a tightly contested trade node. It makes sense to hang around over here, doesn't it? Do I want these galleys, or should I just build some lights? Maybe I'll build 5 of each light for each trade node. I mean, 5 lights for each trade node, I'm trying to say. Why did I do that? Bum bum bum. I definitely don't have enough money for that, do I? Cool. But they will pay for themselves once I build one of them, so it's all good. In fact, I may as well just switch this shit off. I'll keep them until they run out of manpower. I'm still low on manpower myself. There you go. Riga. I do want to kill you. Do you have a claim on them? Ah, why not? It's... You're in the HRE as well, which is nice. Regan core provinces, really? I mean... Oh, Lübeck has a... Oh... Is what I say to that. That's why I have so much trade power up here, isn't it? I'm about to get some more. Where is it? Right here. I better not get a truce. Or so help me. Right, fuck it, we're going to war again. And Hamburg. Or Bremen, was it? It was Bremen, was it not? It was. Section 6. Looks good to me. $6k. Here we fucking go. Rip. Yes, what core province do I own of yours? How the fuck have you got cores on all of this? Mission tree, I presume. That's quite nice, isn't it? Although they have the modifier, which means if they conquer more than 5 provinces, or is it more than 4, then they lose their thingy, their special abilities, which is a bit silly. You got claims all up in here. Nice. I could give them Riga. I wouldn't be against that, honestly. Then I'd do transfer trade power, definitely, though. Doesn't seem to have hurt the trade that much. Thanks. Oh yeah, it hurts a little bit. Hadn't waited a month. Guess what's gonna happen, guys? You dare fucking ally. They're gonna join. Don't join anyone's trade league, you fucker. I want to wait 1 more month. It's in the woods, so we won't have that negative, negative. I'm so happy that they've got a claim on it. That's helped a lot. Took Volgast. You're only allied to me. There's no point bringing them in, really, is there? There we go. Lovely stuff. Need 9k on that. 9k they shall have. Take the siege pip with me. And the cannons deal with Bremen first. That's the idea. This will take a long time, but that's life. They might help. Nope. I don't know if I could even get through there. Oh, just about. Oh, I've got to have claim on it. I have claim on it. A lot of vassalizing them. Thank God that guy's not here to give me terrible advice again. Cut all ties with him. Hungry for more. Come on, in you go. And you will suffer the same fate. Where is it? Thank you. Oh, not quite the total fate, but it will be in a second. Look at Lubeck. Yeah, I'm helping. I could maybe give Lubeck... Oh no, they don't have to claim it. Never mind. You also need 9. And I will leave you 10. Brilliant. That gonna be alright? I mean, I also have the other troops on there as well. That's better. All good. Oh, we have a wall bridge up there. Very nice. Ooh, people don't like that. What about you? People really aren't going to like that. Oh, I think we'll leave that for the moment. We'll just go do a transfer trade power, perhaps. But yeah, we need to start looking at the possibility of this. Do I give it to Lubeck? Why don't you get penny dip for that? I use my subject's war gold and I don't penny dip for it. I like that a lot. Okay, Stettin 8.
8.
Nice. And Bohemia.
7.
But we hate each other, so that ain't gonna happen. Mecklenburg also.
7.
Yeah, we can do that. Far away enough that they don't really care about it. Boom, boom, boom. Oops. Oh, that was the max I could do anyway. For fuck's sake, there we are. Anyway, we'll beat it. I'm not far off, but I do actually need to siege it, unfortunately. Right, who else? Who else? Goslar 6. Anyway, this won't take long. Well, it will because we're waiting for the sieges, but it gives us something to do, I suppose. We're waiting for the rebels. Gotland's allied Stettin. Oh, see, this is where I want to call them in, and then I can attack Stettin. Or allied to Gotland, Anhalt, and Verden. We're doing it. Okay, the situation has changed. We need to attack Stettin. We'll finish one of these sieges in a minute, I'm sure. I do want to take that, but I'm also going to have to core Riga. Hang on, how much will Riga be to core? For fuck's sake. Do it this way anyways. There. 84 and 66, which is 90, 100, 150. We'll wait a little bit. In fact, we'll have time. We'll have to stay in the other war anyway, won't we? And oh, Verden would be a pain. No one has any real forts though. They have a mothballed one, so I'll try and gazump that one if I can. That one's just a level 1, so I can come to it later. Could have claims all over it, but I need to be careful with my wars. I'm also going to need more of this from the other war. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that when we get there. 2 wall breaches, very nice. I do actually want time to attack the other guys beforehand. Blockade helps. So that was something I didn't think of. Does help. We have to buy another general. Is my kid old enough yet? No, I don't want my kid to go anywhere near a siege anyway. Fucking hell. Alright, that works. 3 siege, where's that come from, I wonder? 4 and 11. Got like 11. Wow, there's a maximum I could have had. 3 siege. Whew. I'm hoping that's now doesn't cost me dip. No, amazing. What a time to be alive. Good to know. It means I can take these and not give them to Lubeck as well, actually. So, you know. Just getting that would be really helpful. Hopefully I can do it. Still mothballed. I've just taken that other one. And I can accept that one. Oh, I got some crystal or glass, whatever it is. No. I'll leave it for the moment. I'll deal with the stuff I'm conquering first. And I'm going to repay that one. Lovely. Very nice. Oof. 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 Hardly any of that spoils of war either. Oof. Well, a third of it. No, that was war reps as a third of it. Things are going to get worse before they get worse. Make sense? Right. You, dead. Oh, fuck off. This shit again. That doesn't count as sending a diplomat, apparently. Oh, wrong one. Okay, it does count as sending a diplomat. Because it was the other guy. 5th of August, 1498. Stay mothballed, please. Good. Good, 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 good. I have a truce with them. You shit. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that at all. How many favours have I got with you? Can I just break that alliance? Oh, easy peasy. Much better. That's why they're mothballed, because there's nothing to fear. I'll break their, what's it then? Oh, also, I completely forgot I was meant to be building light ships. I'll do that after the Stettin War, perhaps. Get my coastline all in order. Oh yeah, what was this? It's dip. I will take us a dip, thank you. Right, let's get this 3 siege over here then. Fucking hell. Well, they're about to take it, so do I need to? Yes. Yes, I do. Da 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 da. You're giving me all your stuff, right? I'm not accepting anything less. Eek indeed. January 1501. Anhalt Verden. I have a truce with you. I have a claim on you. Guaranteed by Saxony. Not the worst in the world. Especially if I call in Hungary. Though it's probably worth waiting a little bit for the AE to go down and just declare more on Stettin directly, isn't it? They'll probably ally someone worse, but whatever. Oh, come on, man. Thanks very much. Come on, there we go. Right. Raymond be gone. We're getting transfer trade power, we're getting money, we're getting war reps. Thank you very much. Wait a day. Riga, Gib, thanks. Lovely. Nice. Very fucking nice. Now Moscow's gonna hate me even more. Such is life. We'll do them too now. I've got to wait for the Stettin war. Don't matter as much. Actually, that's. Where are they? Boo boo boo. Muscovy? Muscovy. As I suspected, they really want Riga. They only have 41,000 troops, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Castile. They will take the lines, but that just means fighting France, doesn't it? War of independence there wouldn't be the worst thing. Try that. My one there. There they go. That's a big ally, actually. This might be a bit tricky. We'll see how we do. They're probably pretty much out of manpower at this point, but so am I. There's a different free company. I might actually hire them and sack these guys. The first free company is like 75% cost, which is much better. But it's fine. I don't want to reinforce anymore. And I've got some left for my extra canones. Lovely stuff. Get these Lusatian separatists. I'm gonna pop up in Bautzen. If I'm buzzing for. Oh. I was due to go to MCM Comic Con in a couple of weeks, but an opportunity came to book a flight to visit my mum in Thailand for quite cheap, like half the price that most of them have been. So I took that, and it happened to go like smack bang right over the top of that weekend. Like I'll be a week into the 2 weeks holiday basically, and the accommodation, it was still alright. The cost was still alright for everyone, thankfully. But I've just lost the 37 quid on the ticket because no one else well, someone did want to come, but they didn't have enough money, and it doesn't matter. But anyway, the accommodation that they booked has like, what is it, 2.5 weeks before, it's just said, oh sorry, there's actually maintenance needed that weekend, so we're gonna have to cancel your booking, which is utterly shit, because it means that you have to scrab around to find somewhere else. And like, we booked this accommodation like almost a year in advance, or half a year in advance, I think it was. Yeah, it's half a year. And now they choose now to go, oh sorry, which is utter bollocks. Like, we're almost certain that they're going to just relist it nearer the time for a much higher fee, because we got quite a good deal. So we need to keep an eye out on the, you know, on the accommodation on the listings to see if it reappears, so that we can like complain to booking.com and say, look, they've just fucked us over completely here. Because it means that the listing will get taken down and the person will get banned, which is what they deserve, because they're cunts. If that is indeed the case. Look at that. On a 3 seed, what a waste. I'll do Glog Out in a minute. I probably need to shove my mercs at it first, save on the manpower. But yeah, all the messages going off is because they're trying to, they're having everyone's jumping on a call today to try and sort it out. Thankfully, I don't have to think about that. So that, you know, silver lining. Let's see, it saw that tick over to 50. It does it like halfway through the month. It's very strange. There. Boo boo boo. Lettin, spattin. Oh. Oh, it's enough of that then. Must be someone who wants to be my friend. Someone big, I mean. Who isn't Burgundy. Someone big who isn't Burgundy, please. No one's really close, are they? Big guys, I mean. England at -28. That's the closest. But yeah. No good. France would be the best one, honestly, but the Austria connection's not good. I mean, Muscovy would have been best. I had to do all this, didn't I? Dear, dear. But look at my power. All mine now. Build marketplace, good. Oh man, I'm thirsty. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Right, I'll have to stop soon because I want to have tea and settle down before 8 PM. Well, I don't stop just yet, but I want to stop, make sure I've got myself all sorted and done the dishes and everything before 8 PM so that I can watch City v Sheffield United in the playoff semi-final first leg. A match that I'm almost certain we're going to horribly lose, or if we at least don't lose it, we'll horribly lose the second leg. But you know, it's nice to dream, isn't it? It's my cannons. Hello, I'm Mike Cannons. It's mainly, oh good, mainly separatism by the looks of it. Some core and something as well, typical. Well, at least it'll make these rebels pop up a bit quicker. I'll wait for the core to finish and then I'll boost up. I don't have enough now anyway. Oh, and in a regency makes it more expensive. That's shit, isn't it? This is actually better though, because we had hardly any mill before. It's a much more well-rounded situation. It's a much more well-rounded situation. We've also lost a few of these. Mecklenburg Royal Marriage is gone, and the Muscovy Alliance and Royal Marriage. That's excellent. Excellent. Wanna get in me? Yeah, that's a nice idea. Oh no! That is because we're at -1 stab, isn't it? Or our manpower isn't high enough. Yeah, stab less than 1. So we can wait a little bit. That'll be done in half a year. And that's going to take 8 years, so we're absolutely fine, as long as nothing we're going to do is going to speed it up. Great Presence War isn't there. Great Presence War. Great Peasants War. We don't have that much war exhaustion. We don't have low legitimacy, though it might be going down. We don't have load of loans, not bankrupt. We don't have load of overextension. Lovely. Yeah, it's going down, but fine. On everything else. Like cannabages. 1644, you'd love to see it. Oh shit, when's that truce up? 1501, January. Okay, we're fine. We are fine. Hang on, I just want to be nosy on these messages. I've been like mentioned in the group chat. Will you be joining? No. Why would I? I'm in the middle of something anyway, but like also I'm not going to MCM. Yes. Like it really sucks and everything, but like doesn't actually affect me at the moment. You know, like if I'd booked the holiday before I'd said to go to MCM. It's not like I'm saying, oh, I might come. I'm definitely not coming. Fuck off. I need to buy those ships, don't I? I forgot about that. Although right now I need to buy another mill advisor apparently. I'll go for manpower, I think. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise I had a level 2. That'll save me a bit of money, I suppose. Only 5%, but I suppose if every little helps, doesn't it? Especially with the Regency, 25% doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. Good job I focused admin. Advisor costs. Nice, that's very helpful as well. Could have done with that as well. Waiting, waiting, commiserating. Right, he's almost done. He's done. 120 instead of 125. That helps, I suppose. It stops that disaster, or it stops it ticking at least. Oh, less than 1. Ah, oh, fuck you. Manpower level at least 50%. That ain't gonna happen for a while, is it? We need to stab up again then. That's a shame. There goes Sweden. Ah, no, that's a shame, because it means we have to fight Sweden next time we fight Bohemia. That is a shame, isn't it? Well, we'll see how this war goes. I might be able to ally Sweden later on, and then get them to break the alliance with favours. Possibly. Still got Lithuania, yeah. Well, mind you, we're almost at the point where we can stab up again anyway. Not that far off, is it? 120. It's the same. So, yeah, we might as well wait. We're almost there. Flammily Flurst. Oh, alright. You have to waste so much admin, but you kind of got to use it at some point, haven't you? When does my Regency end? Oh, very, very fucking soon, actually. Is it going to tell me when? 8th of September 1501. Oh, that's fine then. Oh, speaking of 1501. Lest we forget. That's fucking mothballed as well. Fucking hell. That's better. That's 11 as well. I've been quite lucky there, haven't I? I don't want to go right next to these provinces yet, because they're gonna like say, oh no, he's gonna get us. I want it to stay mothballed for as long as possible. Make sure I'm in there for January. Ooh, yeah. Like, I want to arrive on the 1st of January. They don't know what's hit them. It'll be me. It'll take a bit longer anyway, but it's fine. Good luck, everyone. Oh fuck, I forgot about Gotland. Let's make sure we get that done. Thanks. That was close. Stop it! There we are. Right. Stettin, wake up. It's time to die. Oh, I got there just in time, didn't I? Blimey. I would drop you in. Who's that? Hungry. I don't care. That's mothballed. That's also mothballed. But they are capital forts. There'll still be 1,000 in there, but it means I don't have to deal with the fucking level 3, which is always a pain. And Verden, which is also only a level 1, so should breeze through these, I hopes. We do actually have a slightly better navy than them as well, so that's helpful. Very helpful indeed. Yeah, it's still going to be 1k on there. In there, rather. That's all fine. What I'm actually going to do is leave the mercs there and bring these guys over to deal with Verden. Thank you. Bring these guys over there to deal with Verden. There we are. Oh, that's not enough, fuck's sake. It needs to be 9, doesn't it? For God's sake. I forgot about that. I'll come back in a minute. I don't mind white piecing Verden. Although... I think I might ally them. It does mean fighting Denmark at the moment though, which is not ideal. And friends. Maybe Lubeck will get something. They won't do it now because I'm at war. Like, they can get me to join their ally them when they're at war, but not the other way around. One rule for me, and the other one for the other, and the other, and the other, or something like that. Right, to kill their army. I think we've taken a river crossing. But they can't be going far. And we'll try and kill them in there. Stop following me! We do that with each piece amount. You can always white piece someone like this. But I might be able to get something from him. Oh, maybe not. Oh, normally. Oh, maybe I've got to occupy that one first. Yeah, I've got to occupy it first, haven't I? Let's also just double check. I have a claim on Anhalt too. So it would be good to know who we need to care about here. Mecklenburg, Anhalt, Goslar. Let's do Mecklenburg and Goslar for now. So I might be able to get away with taking Anhalt as well. Which would be lovely. Very, very lovely indeed. And drop them. Oh, someone's joined me. Lovely. Yeah, I think I'll take a white piece now. You won't? Look at that. I won't go in battles. Yeah, they would if not for that. Where's non? Oh, there. But I would like to get war reps from them as well. It's very helpful. Also, we want to stab up, don't we? Or this becomes too much of an issue. Shame to waste it, but there we are, that's life. Hasn't moved at all. Da, 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 da. I just want to make a start, or maybe there might be other people down here. Hamburg, Verden. Kind of hard to tell, really, isn't it? And they're not both in the same peace deal. Given that I've called no allies into this, I will go individual peace deal. Or will I? No, because I've done a fabricate. I've done a. It cost me no dip if I do it that way. Whereas it would if I do it this way. So we'll do it this way. I'll be able to keep track of the aggressive expansion easier. And like, I'm losing out on 20 ducats, so it doesn't matter at all. It also means I save on dip, which is nice. Do 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 do. But it would be good to know who I need to care about. Anhalt. Oh, there we are. Speak of the devil. Fucking everyone is the answer to that. Right, okay. Wow, Saxony really cares. Shit a brick. I maybe can't manage this. Well... Saxony, 29, fuck it. I think we can, you know. Just take a long time. Magdeburg, 29. Oh, they're right next door. They're not going to like that. We got the improved relations guy, so we're happy. Do they have any troops at all? Yeah, love it. Right, well, I mean, I'm in the middle of that now, aren't I? There we go. 446 air, look at that. And these guys are going nowhere near a battlefield. 446 is very good. I've been very lucky there. 534 followed by 446 is like peak. It's really good. Honestly, I might try and abdicate this guy as soon as I can. Let's see. They were 29 or something. Look at that, it's completely... What happened there? Dipped up to 46 out of nowhere. We could piece them out. Great little trade league on the go. Thuringia. They're not all that far away. It just takes a long time to get through them with only 2 bloody diplomats. Nightmare. Right, I'm actually going to leave it there. I do need to get quite hungry, and I need to make sure I've got everything sorted before 8 PM, the big kickoff of to watch the final stream of the game that we're going to lose horribly. But it's the thought that counts. So yeah, next time I'll try and get Anhalt. If it gets too much with like call for peace and what have you, then I'll just have to abandon that and just take Stettin. Stettin's the more important one anyway. I just obviously want more land because I want more land. Actually, the more I think about this, the more I think maybe I ought to just take Stettin. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just take Stettin. So, that was that. Money, war reps. Steer trade as well, why not? Alright, I've changed my mind. I'm not gonna finish just yet then, I'm gonna, well, no I will, because I can't peace out yet. But yeah, yeah, the AE isn't worth it for just Anhalt. If it was something like Hamburg, I would, but that I was desperate for sort of thing, but this is fine. Stettin's more important. I need to save the AE so I can take that in when the time comes. Hopefully no one else does in the meantime. Where are they even? Oh, there we are. 1511. It's gonna be... Got to watch out for that as well. Jesus. It's just a boring sit-in tight time, I guess, at the moment. But that's fine. The way the cookie crumbles. I will not be back tomorrow because I'm going to my nan's. Before I go on holiday and she goes in for an operation whilst I'm on holiday, and the other family that live up there piss off to Australia at some point in June. So, you know, now that they were going when I was on holiday, but then my nan's going in for an operation, so now they're not going until mid-June, which is the entire reason for me going up this weekend, was because I thought the other family were going to disappear, so now I'm going up to see them, but then, oh for fuck's like... This all could have been so different, but anyway, I'm still going up anyway, because it would be lovely to see them. They're going to move into bloody Australia, so I want to spend time with them and that. But that is it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I take charge.